Vous êtes prêts pour la prochaine présentation? Je vous entends pas. Ouais. Maintenant, on va appeler nos juges internationaux sur scène.
Alors, juge sensoriel, Sarah, Sophie, Alexia, Mathilde.
Une équipe entièrement féminine.
Les deux juges techniques, Marie-Lise, Michalis. Il y a Denise comme juge Shadow and head judge.
Stavros Lamprinidis de Grèce.
Welcome.
Camille.
Are you all ready?
Quand tu es prête.
All good? Great.
Amusez-vous bien.
And time. Sharing is caring. Today, I would like to welcome you to my coffee bar to experience what coffee is all about. Sharing. Sharing a good cup of coffee, sharing some time with our customers, and sharing the knowledge that fuels our passion. This is the philosophy that drives me as a barista and a coffee trainer. I will start by pulling shots for my signature drink, but we'll serve the other courses in the order of your score sheets. In our everyday life, we don't always have time to share. We're always juggling multiple tasks and racing against the clock, and this can feel overwhelming. But what if I told you that there is a tool that could help boost our efficiency, reduce stress, and help us focus on what truly matters? That tool is automation. Embracing automation at every step, from the farm to the cup, can help us focus on human relationships and elevate your experience. I will be using the same coffee throughout this presentation. It is a yellow geisha Lady. You will find all of the infos in the menus in front of you. This natural cross between red geishas and heirloom varieties has been grown and processed by Diego Bermudez at La Finca El Paraíso in the Colombian region of Cauca. This farm, standing at 1960 meters above sea level, is known for its innovative processes and its research around flavor development. And this geisha is no exception. You can refer to step 1 of the process in the menus in front of you. Ripe cherries are selected and handpicked at a Brix above 18%. The sugar content is essential to launch the first anaerobic fermentation, happening with whole cherries in a bioreactor. Most of the automation at the farm has to do with temperature control. For this fermentation, the temperature is 12 degrees Celsius for 12 hours. Diego has noticed that fermentation happening at lower temperature are encouraging microbial activity, leading to a better texture. In this case, a silky texture. But first, as a barista, when we think about automation, our minds go straight to tools. Today, starting with the cleaning of my portafilter, I am using an automatic queen spin that will get rid of those residual coffee grounds. This will lead to a brighter acidity and more clarity of that guava flavor. Then, distribution. As a trainer, I see a lot of my students struggle with this essential step. Today, I am using an automatic waste distribution tool from Buku Lab that I 3D printed and adapted to this portafilter. This will add texture to my cup, the silky texture I mentioned. Then, ending my prog preparation with temping and puck press to get the same weight every time. With this coffee, I've noticed that 10 kilos is enhancing the almond flavor you will find in the espresso, which leads me to the taste descriptors for the espresso. you will find almond, guava, a slightly dry black tea-like aftertaste. The body is medium and silky. The acidity is medium and citrusy-like a clementine. The sweetness is medium, and the bitterness is medium-low. When you're done evaluating a crema, you can dispose of your use spoons in the cup in front of you. There you go. That's for you. And that's for you. Enjoy. Are you ready, judges? Welcome back. If you could please write down for the taste descriptors for the milk beverage. You will find nougat ice cream, dark chocolate, the texture is creamy thanks to the full-fat cow milk from La Ferme du Bourggrou in Normandy that I freeze distilled down to 50% to get the best balance between flavors and tactile. I will be using a ratio of 1 part of espresso, 4 parts of that milk for the best flavor balance. The recipe will be the same throughout all courses. 22 grams in, 47 grams out in about 22 seconds. Now let's go back to the farm to understand how automation plays a role in flavor enhancement. If you could please refer to step 2 on the menus. Coffee is depulped. It is then placed back into a bioreactor at 12 degrees Celsius. But this time, for 48 hours, with a special strain of Saccharomyces cerevisiae that was developed by Diego. This yeast is promoting the creation of esters, aldehydes, and lactones. And these organic compounds are directly responsible for the sweet, fruity, and buttery notes in your cup. My milk beverage today will be slightly cooler, around 50 degrees, to enhance best the sweet notes of nougat ice cream in my beverage. When I serve your drink, you can stir 5 times until at the surface until it is homogeneous in color. During roasting, automation also plays a part in flavor announcements. For this coffee, the challenge was to enhance the flavors, the sweet flavors of almond, while keeping a sweet-centric tactile. My roaster paid extra care to heat application during the period between the first crack at 195 degrees, that's for you, and the ending temperature of 205 degrees Celsius. So automation plays a role in flavor development. It helps with consistency, but maybe most importantly, it frees up some of my time to spend with you, my customers, to engage and share. Hello, glad to see you. Hi, how are you doing today? I'm good. I had a weird night. I was at the ER yesterday. True story. There you go, that's for you. Oh, glad to see you again. You're becoming a regular. That's nice to see. If you want to stick around, I will be doing my signature beverage next. I'm sure you'll like it. There you go. That's for you. Thank you. Glad to see you. Enjoy. Are you ready, judges? Welcome back. For my signature beverage, I was inspired by Diego's expertise on flavor development, which is why I decided to construct my signature beverage the same way this coffee was processed. Starting with texture. Just like in step 1 of the process, I will be starting with the texture and 5 grams of lacto-fermented raspberry puree. This is my first fermentation, mimicking the first fermentation of the process. To do this, I am using 100 grams of raspberries and 2% salt. I let it ferment for 2 days at 20 degrees Celsius to get the lacto-fermentation that breaks down the cellular structure, giving to my drink a creamy texture. Then, step 2, mimicking step 2 of the process, I am adding 10 grams of kefir that I made during a first batch of kefir, 30 grams of kefir grains, 30 grams of cane sugar, and then 2 days later, I'm adding 10 centiliters of the brine for my first lacto-fermentation. This will be my second fermentation. Then, going back to the process, to the step 3, coffee goes through a thermal shock process at 50 degrees Celsius. This will fix and lock the flavors and aromas into the bean cell. Then, stabilization of the flavor happens when the coffee is dried in a dehumidifier to put down the moisture level at 10 degrees Celsius. So, to replicate this, with step 3 of my drink, I put my 4 espressos in a rapid chiller. This will give me, help me achieve a drinking temperature of 12 degrees Celsius to enhance best the fruity and floral notes. Then, for step 3, I am adding 5 grams of oolong tea to remind of that floral note. This will stabilize the flavors in my drink and give me a new note of violet. So judges, if you could please write down for the taste descriptors, you will find notes of blueberry, violet. The texture is creamy and you will find a tartaric acidity. So judges, automation is not the enemy of the artisan. It is a powerful ally. It allows us to cultivate deeper relationships with our producers and deeper relationships with our customers, turning our cafes into vibrant communities. So let's embrace automation, not as a replacement for our skills, but as a way to empower us to focus on what truly matters, the beautiful relationships we make along the way. I was honored, there you go, to share this time with you today. Up, there you go. And there you go. And there you go. Time.
Et merci. Merci, merci, merci Camille. Wouhou. Camille, venez ici. S'il vous plaît.
Ça va Camille?
Oui. Je vais mettre un peu de temps pour atterrir, mais ça va.
C'est pour ça qu'on te fait asseoir.
Oui, voilà. Par contre, je pourrais pas me lever. Hein. J'ai les jambes coupées, ça y est.
Bravo.
Merci.
Alors, une présentation pendant une quart d'heure. C'est long, mais au même temps, ça va très vite.
Ça va très vite. Ça va très vite.
Tu as changé quelque chose par rapport à hier?
Tout?
Tout? T'as tout changé?
Non, non, non. J'ai adapté ma recette en fonction de ce que j'ai dégusté ce matin. C'est vrai que c'est plus facile quand on a l'entraînement le même jour que la compète. Donc j'ai changé un petit peu. Donc j'ai essayé de retenir un petit peu les nouveaux taste descriptors. Et sinon, le reste, j'ai essayé un petit peu de faire au mieux et puis d'améliorer les petits problèmes d'hier.
En tout cas, j'ai bien retenu que y a quelque chose de très important, c'est cette relation entre le barista qui va justement préparer, c'est un peu le dernier maillon, mais avec le producteur.
Exactement.
Donc, est-ce que tu as parlé ou est-ce que tu connais Diego? Alors,
oui, j'étais en contact avec la ferme, principalement avec le microbiologiste qui est responsable de la fermentation de El Paraíso, Eder. Voilà, Eder, si tu me regardes. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Donc, il m'a répondu jusqu'à avant-hier sur mes questions sur les températures, les fermentations. Je vais saluer les juges. Thank you so
Merci
much.
à nos juges internationaux.
Thank you. Thanks. Merci. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Donc oui, il était très présent, donc c'était très agréable. Voilà.
De quoi vous parlez alors? Comment...
De nos vies, de nos chats.
Non, c'est vrai que ce concept d'automatisation... Parfois, on dit automatisation, ça va justement enlever le côté artisanal, mais on a besoin d'aide de temps en temps, quand même. Et tout le monde n'est pas capable de faire des formations barista et avoir tous les gestes, donc c'est bien quand il y a des outils pour aider la personne à faire la meilleure qualité possible. J'ai trouvé le concept très pertinent pour ce qui se passe aujourd'hui. On a
l'automatisation qui monte et en même temps, forcément, on a le contre-coup, c'est-à-dire les baristas qui ont peur de perdre le côté artisanal. Moi, en tant que formatrice, quand je suis face à des responsables, à des managers qui ont beaucoup de turnover, par exemple, ils ont beau faire des formations régulièrement, ils ont forcément des choses qui leur échappent. Et quand, comme je le disais hier, quand il y a un outil, les gens s'en servent.
Oui, donc tu dis formation parce que toi, tu travailles chez l'Académie du Café, chez Café Richard.
Exactement.
C'est vrai, donc par exemple, tu as utilisé le distributeur automatique.
Oui.
Mais c'est quand même très important de connaître la base avant d'utiliser les outils, non? Oui,
bien sûr. Alors, de toute façon, dans les formations, on leur donne les gestes, on leur donne les conseils. Après, dans le feu de l'action et quand effectivement il y a beaucoup de turnover, etc., ils ne prennent pas forcément le temps de le faire comme il faut, ou alors ils ont l'impression qu'ils n'ont pas le temps. Alors qu'un outil, ça prend peut-être autant de temps, mais au moins ils le font bien et ils savent qu'ils vont le faire.
Okay. Voilà. Est-ce que Camille, tu as peut-être quelques personnes que tu veux remercier?
Tellement. Alors évidemment, la personne qui était là toutes les minutes de ce championnat, c'est mon coach Brice.
Double champion de France de barista.
Et voilà, remercier mon compagnon Nicolas, mes collègues, mes amis, qui m'ont supporté dans tous les sens du terme pendant cette préparation. Voilà.
Super.
Mon patron aussi, mais bon, ça, je vais pas trop...
Alors, en tout cas, un grand merci, un applaudissement pour Camille. Merci
Bravo
beaucoup.
À notre 4e finaliste de World Barista France.